Hi, I'm Ricky, social media manager here at Keen, and today I'd like to speak to you about Instagram hashtags. So Instagram is one of the fastest growing social media channels in recent years, and you should be definitely taking it into consideration and putting it into your social media marketing mix. So let's say you have amazing content and you're posting regularly and you're doing all the things you should be doing to reach the audience you have on Instagram. The one thing which you could potentially be missing out on is searchability. And searchability refers to hashtags, it refers to location tagging, geotagging, and tagging other profiles. Anything that's giving the algorithm a textual input when it comes to enabling someone to be able to find your content on the platform. So we've quickly dived into my Instagram profile where I'm gonna show you the things which we've just mentioned. So like I said before, there are 3 searchability factors when it comes to Instagram. You can search by location, you can search by user profile, or you could use the actual hashtags themselves. So here is where you would see those things. Up here at the top is the actual location. So obviously if anyone searches for upstate New York, there's a likelihood that this image could pop up in their feeds, or for instance over here if they had to search for London, and so on and so forth. Down here is where the actual hashtags themselves would be. If you've tagged any users or other profiles or products or brands, they turn up in the image depending on where you've actually clicked on. So my strategy for actually doing hashtag research involves using 4 different types of hashtags. So I use mega hashtags, medium hashtags, niche hashtags, and branded hashtags. Now the mega hashtags are anything above 250,000 posts up to maybe 1 million. Anything over 1 million I don't even consider, because to be featured on those kind of feeds you need to be a very, very big account. Medium hashtags would be under 250 down to like maybe 50,000 posts, and niche hashtags would be under 50,000 posts related to that hashtag. So the way you find out how many posts are actually tied to a certain hashtag is, for example, if I had to use this one, hashtag motorbike. If I just type in hashtag motorbike, I have 7.8 million posts related to this hashtag. So although I could use this hashtag, it's very highly likely to be wasted, because the reality is that hashtag motorbike is used so much that posts using this hashtag would be featured for a second or two before disappearing under a pile of other posts. So the best way when trying to do something like this is to search the hashtag anyway. And along the way, you're gonna get suggestions by Instagram. For instance, motorbike life over here, 116,000 posts. So that, in my case, would be one of my medium hashtags. And along with that, I would continue to look. This one has 55,000 posts. So this would be a medium to niche hashtag. Now we're getting more and more specific, because this one has the word trip. So this was someone who was on holiday. And it depends, obviously. You take the product or the person or the item which is featured in the content, where it's located, the situation under which it was photographed, and you try to incorporate those words more and more into the hashtag itself. So one of the questions which I'm asked practically all the time is, how many hashtags should I actually be using? And the real answer to this is that there's no correct response. To be honest, there's so much contradicting research that it's all a bit up in the air at this point. Some experts say you should be using all 30 hashtags, while others argue that something like that could look spammy, and you should stick with no more than 15. And when I say spammy, I refer to spam as both visually as well as being spammy to the algorithm itself, which could in turn decrease your ranking and so on and so forth. I would always tend to use more rather than less, and the reason for that being is that something like this is a pay-to-play situation. If I had to click on View Insights, which I'm just gonna quickly mark for you here, if I had to click on this button, I have these basic insights, and now I'm gonna swipe up. Here towards the middle of the page I have impressions. So as you can see, I've received 2,558 impressions on this image, of which 2,267 came from hashtags. So anybody who says that hashtags are useless or you shouldn't use any kind of strategy behind your hashtags is massively mistaken. In fact, 95% of the people who saw and interacted with this post don't even follow me. So that's the power of using hashtags correctly in this case. So I hope that was helpful to you and that you managed to implement it in your day-to-day business activities. Here at Keen, we tend to take an integrated approach when it comes to marketing your business. So if you would like to take your business to the next level, join our upcoming Keenote Sessions. To support our business community during these tough times, we're currently offering free consultations as well as social media audits. So go ahead and get in touch.